Hi, I'm Rajeev Raja, founder and soundsmith of BrandMusiq, a sonic branding agency based out of Mumbai, India, with many Indian and global clients on our roster. Let's start with a sonic experiment. I'm going to play a piece of music on this flute. I want you to close your eyes and just let yourself go. Don't try and analyze the piece of music. Just go with the flow, get deep into the music, and we'll have a little chat about what you saw and felt after I finish playing this piece of music. Okay? Deal? Okay, so please close your eyes. Okay, you can open your eyes. Now I'm going to make a prediction. If you really let yourself go, you would have probably seen nature, green fields, possibly mountains, water, running water, a waterfall or a lake, maybe children playing, maybe butterflies. You certainly would have seen day and not night. And you would have felt an overall feeling of contentment, happiness, and peace. Now, wherever in the world we've played this particular piece of music, it's amazing. The imagery and emotions that people feel have all been the same. And this is happening because of a certain design, and it's not happening by accident. This particular scale that I used is, in Western parlance, a major pentatonic scale, which uses only 5 notes. In India, the scale or rag is called Hamsadvani, which literally means song of the swan. So let me take you through the construct of this scale. So it basically uses 5 notes. It uses only right? It's because of this particular combination of notes and the expression in which I've played it, you get this really, really beautiful feeling of contentment, and you see nature, etc. Isn't that amazing? So this is what music can do to you. The power of music, the power of sound. So what we at BrandMusiq have basically done is we have understood that music, certain permutations and combinations of notes, of scales, etc., can put you in a particular mood. So we have understood this science of music, and we map it to the persona and value of brands. That, in essence, is what we do in BrandMusiq. And now, I'll hand you over to my friend, colleague, and co-founder Ajit Varma to speak a little about a major win that we had in 2018, and we'll feature some of the work that we did for MasterCard.
When MasterCard approached BrandMusiq, it was one of those big moments in the life of a startup. They came to us with the brief of wanting us to develop their global sound with 2 key parameters to keep in mind. One was the priceless moments theme, and the other was the fact that we would run across 200 odd countries. So it's a sound which could be adaptable and could be relevant right across the globe. The first thing we did as soon as we heard this was send them a few samples of our work, some of the work done in India, and some of our global examples. And it took them just 5 days to make up their minds to go with BrandMusiq. So from when they first approached us to us being in business with them, it took us 5 days. We started off by going through the normal 3-step process which we follow for all other sonic identity programs. The 3-step process is phase 1, or step 1, we call brand discovery, where we decode the brand through specific filters which are relevant to the making of sound. The second step we call sonic mapping, which we'll touch upon later. And the third step is where we actually present the sonic identity system through 2 specific outcomes. One we call the MOGO, which is short form for musical logo, a term which we've registered and created. And the second is something we call the MOGOscape, which is actually a sonic palette, which sort of works as the framework or boundaries, the sonic boundaries of the brand as it works or it creates adaptations over the years.
As Ajit mentioned, in our brand discovery process, MasterCard really came through as a magical brand which was hinged on offering priceless moments to its customers. But it was also a brand that spoke to everybody, from teens to millennials to senior citizens. So our challenge really was to create a universal sound for the global brand MasterCard. In our second stage, which we call sonic mapping, what we do is really just share sketches of sound with a brand owner. So this helps them to correlate their brand values and personality with actual pieces of music. And for us, it works wonderfully to be able to get a zone of sound that the brand and the client is comfortable with. And really, it's a musical brief for us to say, yes, this is the area that we should begin looking at for our composition of the third stage, which is really the creation of the MOGO and the MOGOscape. So now let's listen to the MOGOscape that we created for MasterCard, which really captures the essence of this iconic global brand. And now, here's the MOGO, or musical logo, which is about 3 seconds long. MasterCard also requested us to develop a mini MOGO under 1.5 seconds for a confirmation or acceptance sound, signaling a successful transaction. We used the same notes as the MOGO, but used a tone that would cut through in the shorter duration and be compatible across devices. To make sure that the basic melody was adaptable across regions and cultures, we created versions for the Middle East, China, Latin America, Africa, and of course, India. We then recreated the melody to connect with diverse target audiences. For the younger generation, a more playful version. An EDM version for the party people. A football version for fans of EPL or the European League. A cinematic version for movie buffs. An emotional version for tender family moments. MasterCard also roped in Camila Cabello, one of their brand ambassadors, who sung the song Havana, which is making absolute waves across the world.
Hey guys, it's Camila. I'm so excited to be a part of the MasterCard family. It was so fun creating my version of MasterCard's Sonic brand. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I'll see you guys at the Grammys. Thanks for having me.
As well as Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park was also commissioned to create his own version of MasterCard's Sonic brand theme.
I've been lucky to have a lot of different experiences with, ways of making music, people I've made music with, from Jay-Z to Paul McCartney to Metallica. I'm Mike Shinoda. I'm a musician and an artist and a producer. One of the things that I liked about the notes is that when I started to play them using different instruments, all of a sudden they jumped to other cultures. And that to me was so important. The tiniest little things can actually make a big difference at the end of the day.
And for television, BrandMusiq's Mogo and Mogoscape was recreated in this all-star commercial. For us and for MasterCard, this is just the beginning of the journey. The Mogo and the Mogoscape created by BrandMusiq will have many, many versions and adaptations across many year points over the years. So here's an invitation. Give us 45 minutes of your time, and we'd love to share with you our journey and how a sonic identity system can really, really enormously benefit your brand in this rapidly changing digital age.